So you're thinking about moving to Dallas, but you're overwhelmed by all the choices. You are not alone. With over 200 suburbs and cities here in the DFW area, figuring out where to live can actually be quite overwhelming. But here's the thing, it's not just about location, it's about your lifestyle. Whether you're chasing top schools or a quick commute, or you're looking for space to breathe, this video is gonna break down the best suburbs based on how you actually want to live. Make sure you stay to the end because we're going to cover every lifestyle, including areas for families, young professionals, and nature lovers. So I'm Dee Walton, your Dallas real estate resource and relocation expert, and your girl when it comes to making confident moves here in the DFW area. And I work with dozens of families making the move, and this breakdown is going to be based on the real experiences helping clients like you find the right place to call home. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the best places for schools and families. If you're looking for a place that feels like it's made for raising a family, Allen, Texas is hard to beat. The school district is top rating, and Allen, Texas is basically legendary in Texas. Over 5,000 students and a $60 million stadium, the elite programs in everything from robotics to fine arts, and yes, the culture is also football. The football in Allen is next level. But Allen is more than a school district. It's the energy of the community that makes it special. People love living here. You've got annual events like the Allen USA celebration, farmers markets on Saturdays, and thriving parks and recreational scenes that give kids and parents options all year long. So let's talk about the housing market in Allen. Super stable. You'll find a mix of established neighborhoods with mature trees, newer builds with open layouts, and even some gated communities if you want a little bit more exclusivity. Allen is what I recommend to families who want school, safety, and community with reasonable home prices. It's also well balanced, accessible, and full of heart. So average home price in Allen, Texas, $600,000. So another really great area to consider for families and those of you looking for really good schools is going to be Southlake, Texas. This is where you want to go for the full package. Award-winning schools, luxury homes, and a city that kind of runs like a well-oiled machine. Curl ISD in Southlake is the crown jewel here. It is one of the few districts in the state that hasn't split into multiple high schools, which means that all of the funding and focus and pride stays in one place. Their academic ratings in athletics and extracurricular activities are pretty exceptional. This is the kind of place where families move to just for the schools. But don't let the luxury in Southlake fool you. It also is filled with plenty of fun. You've got the Southlake Town Square Center, which is honestly like a vacation in and of itself. It's filled with high-end boutiques, amazing restaurants, lots of holiday events, wine bars, yoga studios, and it probably has one of the cleanest Trader Joe's that I've ever been to. Southlake is ideal for those of you looking for prestige, security, and a sense of a community that kind of feels upscale as well, but not too stuffy. Most of the homes sit on larger lots, mainly in gated neighborhoods, and the resale value in Southlake is actually pretty good. The average home price in Southlake is gonna be $1.6 million, which is insane when I looked that up today. The final place I want to share with you regarding great places to live for families and people looking for really good schools is going to be Coppell. Coppell kind of flies under the radar, but it's interesting because it's actually the #1 city to live here in DFW. I actually think that's kind of a part of the charm of the city. It's smaller than Southlake or Allen, but it has everything you need if you're focused on schools, your quality of life, and convenience. So what I love most about Coppell is that it's not just about the test scores for the schools, is that the schools and the communities are super involved. The PTA is really engaged and very strong in the Coppell area, and there's a real effort to keep parents in the loop and the kids supported. Beyond the schools, Coppell has a cozy, connected vibe. There are neighborhoods, green belts, trails, and family-run restaurants in the area. And a beautiful design library that feels more like a community center. You can hit the Andy Brown Park for walks, weekend soccer games, or 4th of July celebration. It's always something going going on in the area. And logistically, it's really hard to beat because Coppell is about 15 to 20 minutes from the DFW airport. It sits right between Dallas and Las Colinas, and you got quick access to major highways. So if you are a dual income family where both of you work, commuting and living in Coppell actually makes it quite easy. And like I said earlier, I don't see Coppell talked about much, but it is one of Dallas's top suburbs, and it's thoughtful, it's well kept, and it's incredibly consistent. If you drive through Coppell, you'll see what I'm talking about. They have a lot of conformity that makes the community very pretty. The average sale price in Coppell, $719,000. So we have talked about the blessed places to live if you are looking for great schools and communities that are family friendly. Let's talk about the best places for young professionals. If you are craving walkability, skyline views, and an active social scene, Uptown might be the perfect fit for you. It's one of the few areas in Dallas where you can live, work, eat, play without ever really touching your car. The Katy Trail runs right through the neighborhood, perfect for early morning jogs or sunset strolls. And it's funny, I don't live in Uptown, but it is not uncommon for us to actually get on the dart with our bikes and take it down to the Katy Trail so that we can just kind of cruise around the city. It's really a lot of fun. And on the Katy Trail, you've gotten everything from trendy taco spots to rooftop lounges. And the housing here is going to be mostly high-rise condos, townhomes, and luxury apartments. So if you were to move to the Uptown area, you'll definitely be paying for convenience and lifestyle. This area is ideal for professionals working in downtown or the medical district, or anyone who wants that kind of urban energy without full of chaos of the bigger city. If you're someone who loves the idea of walking to coffee, catching a show, or even hitting a happy hour on Tuesday, then Uptown is going to check off all those boxes. So the average condo or apartment price in the area is going to run you around $2,700 a month. Now, if Uptown feels a little too packed or a little too pricey, Addison, Texas gives a little bit more of the same perks with more space and better access to the suburbs. It's known for its restaurant row, a stretch along Beltline, packed with every kind of cuisine you can think of. Plus, Addison Circle gives off the cool neighborhood meets city vibe. You've got apartments, walkable parks, and events like Kaboom Town on the 4th of July, which is a really big event here in DFW. And on the weekends, you will have farmer markets access that actually get quite busy. Addison is great for people who want city amenities without living downtown. And if you travel a lot for work, you're only about 20 minutes from both Love Field and the DFW airport, which makes, getting to the airport super easy, of course. And if you're thinking about moving to Addison, the average home price or townhome price in the area is going to be about $510,000. So if you're watching this and you're realizing you have no clue which suburb or city fits you, that is what I'm here for. Click the link that's in the description and it will take you to my calendar where you can book a quick 20-minute call and we'll figure out the best place for you and your family to move when you relocate to DFW. Now, let's talk about the best places to move for easy job access for my commuters. The first one on the list is going to be Plano. So Plano, Texas is one of my favorite cities. I actually used to work in Plano. I lived in Garland and I had a townhome there and I would commute to Plano. It was about a 7-minute drive. So it is one of my favorite cities here in the DFW. And it is great for those who need access to some of the major companies that are here in the area like Toyota, Capital One, JP Morgan Chase, and Frito-Lay. They all have massive headquarters here, which makes it kind of top spot for job seekers and relocationers. But it's just not about work. Plano also has really great lifestyle. You've got to check out downtown Plano. They have some really nice and fun restaurants there. You also have access to Legacy West and the shops at Legacy for high-end shopping and dining. Plus, you'll also have access to Plano's great schools, beautiful parks, and some of the newer master plan communities popping up on the west side. So whether you're a single professional or you have a growing family, Plano is still going to be a really good place. It's reliable, convenient, and it's kind of a surprising dynamic for a suburb. The average home price in Plano right now is about $710,000. So another really great city for those of you who are commuting is going to be Las Colinas. This is a little town that's actually kind of annexed and bordered to Irving, Texas. And it really kind of surprises most people based on how much it actually offers. If you visit the area, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's super central. It's halfway between Dallas and Fort Worth, but it feels like its own little city. You got walkable urban centers, a lakefront promenade, and a real mix of young professionals, executive, and empty nesters. What I love about Las Colinas is its variety. You'll find lakeside condos in Las Colinas, gated communities in Las Colinas, and they have a lot of sleek apartments in the area. Plus, there is the Toyota Music Factory for concerts and nightlife, and you also have the companion trail for biking and long walks. So if you want to be near the airport, enjoy some water, and have access to jobs without being in downtown and the downtown grind, then Las Colinas is the place for you. The average home price in Las Colinas is $675,000. So if you love nature, then this section is for you. The best places for my nature lover, number one on the list is gonna be Flower Mound. Flower Mound is one of those weird places that feels like a retreat without being too remote from the city. It's full of rolling hills, mature trees, and homes that actually give you a backyard. You are just minutes from Grapevine Lake, so boating, kayaking, and paddleboarding, which is something that we do often at Lake Louisville, which is bordering Flower Mound. You're all within reach to do those kind of things. A lot of water sports and activities in the area. And there's also a river walk at Central Park. It's becoming kind of a lifestyle hub for shops, restaurants, and the walkable creek side. So Flower Mound gives you room to breathe, excellent schools, and a real kind of sense of calm. It's perfect if you want nature without totally leaving the city. And the average price point in Flower Mound is going to be $831,000. So if you're looking for some true terrain in Texas, which we don't have much of. I used to live in California for a short stint, and the terrain in that area, especially for my mountain bikers and hikers, is unmatched. But if you're in Texas and you're just looking for a little something, then you're gonna wanna check out Cedar Hill. So Cedar Hill has actual hills and a state park and Joel Pool Lake. It kind of feels like you've escaped the city when you've gone down to Cedar Hill. And even though you're just 25 minutes from downtown Dallas, Cedar Hill is gonna be great for those who like to hike, camp, fish, or just relax in your own big backyard. A lot of homes in Cedar Hill sit on larger lots, and you'll find custom homes at lower prices than you would in the north suburbs. So Cedar Hill actually has some of the largest campsites here in DFW. The Cedar Hill State Park has really great campsites access for overnight campers, barbecuers, picnickers, as well as those who want a little bit of lake access. Cedar Hill is a great spot for those of you who want to have a space that's kind of quiet, proximity to the water, but still needs to be close to the metroplex for school and work. The average price point in Cedar Hill is $437,000. So another really cool area for those of you who are nature lovers is going to be Little Elm, Texas. It's kind of what I call a lakefront suburban chill style area. So Little Elm wraps around Lake Louisville, and it has newer homes, tons of community events, and a real emphasis on outdoor fun. Families love the beach park that they have in Little Elm. They have food truck nights, summer concerts, and they really have a really growing restaurant scene in Little Elm as well. It's a fast growing suburb, but still kind of holds on to its small town charm, and it's gonna be ideal for those who want weekend vibes all week long. The average price point in Little Elm is gonna be around $471,000. So let's move on and talk about a few areas in Dallas, Texas that I think are going to be really ideal for first-time home buyers. The first one on the list is Wylie, and I actually just sold a home in Wylie with one of my clients last month. This is a super cute city. It is the ultimate starter home area, and it has a small town charm, but with big city access because it's right off of George Bush. Wylie also has a really solid school district area and home prices that are actually kind of still super affordable. You've got lakes nearby, and a city that is definitely reinvesting into their infrastructure. So there's new trails, shopping centers, and residential communities popping up everywhere around Wylie. So if you're looking for a first-time home that's move-in ready with potential for growth, Wylie is a strong choice right now. And these numbers are all for June 2025. The average price point in Wylie is $448,000. So just east of McKinney, Texas, Princeton is one of the few places where new construction is actually still affordable. You'll find entire communities with brand new homes under $350,000, which is unheard of here in the DFW area. Princeton is a little quieter and the development is still catching up, but that's what gives it its actual equity potential. You're close to 380 with easy access to McKinney, Frisco, and even Plano commute is not too bad. Princeton is going to be great for buyers who want something new without wanting to wait 5 years to afford it. So right now in Princeton, the average price point is $316,000. So another really great city for my first-time home buyers is going to be Forney. Forney is east of Dallas along I-20 and has long time been a favorite for first-time home buyers and those who want space, safety, and affordability. It's got a cute little downtown area and growing shopping options and tons of new neighborhoods with larger floor plans for very, very reasonable prices. So if you're okay with a slightly longer commute in exchange for a little bit more home, then Forney may be a great fit for you. The average price point in Forney right now is around $352,000. So the final lifestyle that I want to talk about is going to be luxury living here in DFW. Let's start with Prosper, Texas. Prosper has been booming, especially since developments like the Fields started making headlines. You can actually find a video that I've done on the Fields here. So in Prosper, you'll find sprawling custom homes, golf courses, gated communities, and Prosper ISD, which is one of the most sought out after school districts here in the Dallas and Texas area. The vibe here is upscale, but still very family friendly. So think large lots, brick and stone estates, and communities that feel intentionally designed and not as cookie cutter. So if you want to be near Frisco without being in the hustle and bustle of the area, then Prosper may be a really good fit for you. And right now, the average price point in Prosper is $911,000. So another really great area if luxury is the lifestyle that you seek is going to be Westlake, Texas. Westlake is on a different level. This is where athletes, CEOs, and executive land when they want peace, privacy, and prestige. Homes in Westlake are gonna range anywhere from $1.5 million to over $10 million. So this is truly luxury with private golf courses, custom architecture, and even gated access. And let's not forget about Westlake Academy if schools are still really important. Westlake Academy is a K-12 charter school that is known nationwide. So if exclusivity, quality, and refinement are top of your list, then Westlake is going to deliver in every category. The average home price in Westlake is $4 million. So the next area I want to talk about for those of you who are seeking a more luxury lifestyle is going to be Highland Park. Highland Park is definitely iconic and it's really cool because it sits very central to Dallas and really close to downtown Dallas. Highland Park is tree-lined streets. It has historic estates and high-end everything, and it's only minutes from downtown Dallas. So you've got Highland Park Village for luxury shopping. You have the Highland Park ISD for top-tier schools and homes that are both timeless and valuable. It's expensive and it holds value like no other. But if you want to have that kind of classic Dallas luxury lifestyle, then Highland Park is going to be the place for you. And right now, the average price in Highland Park is about $5.8 million. So there you have it. We've covered a lot of lifestyles today, as well as areas that may meet those lifestyles if you are considering a move to the DFW area. So whether you're looking for a quiet lake town, fast-paced professional scene, or family-friendly suburbs, Dallas has a place for you. But remember that the best place to live is going to be the one that best fits you, your pace, your vibe, your budget, and the lifestyle that you prefer. So If you're thinking about trying to figure that out, I would love to help you. We can jump on a quick call. You can email me or text me on the information that you see on your screen, and let's talk about it. Let's talk through your goals, your strategy, your time frame, all that good stuff to get you here to the Dallas area. And if you know someone that's thinking about moving, go ahead and share this video with them. This is really great content to kind of help make their decisions be a little bit easier on your move. Also, if you're thinking about moving to DFW or any of the surrounding cities, I would love to help. And you can also check out some of my other videos for more deep dive information on some of the other cities. And I'm so glad you guys stayed to the end, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.